Alright, y'all. Peace, family. It's your bro Kimante back with another video. Today's video, we was talking a little bit about just, similar things that we talked about last time, but kind of expounding upon those things. Adulting, adulting is still, you know, hard as fuck, but we here. But at the same time, we was also just kind of talking about like parents and like people that's around your girl expectations of you and things like that, and kind of how that can, be a lot to kind of, for one person, especially when it's like we're still kind of young, so we're not necessarily supposed to have everything figured out. And then in the same breath, it's like, what the hell were you doing at our age? And then when we look at ourselves, we're looking at ourselves like we've had such a tremendous jump from 21 to 22 that, this is hella progress. And if anything, you should be talking about us with more respect, So that's kind of where the conversation kind of, started to, pick up a little bit. But I'll let you kind of go into some of your things you were talking about, some of your gripes about the whole situation. But I'll just end off by saying it definitely can be very, very, very difficult, especially when it comes down to expectations that parents, like your girl parents, could have for you. And it's like they don't even know you yet. They don't even know you yet to have expectations on you. So for them to have, for them to automatically assume that you don't feel those expectations or you won't fit those expectations is kind of outrageous, because they haven't even got an opportunity or chance to really get to know you, to actually know like whether or not you're capable of something, certain things like that or not. But yeah, you can go ahead.
First and foremost, I want to say people gotta stop acting like they wasn't 21 and 22 too, or being selective about it. Like whenever people want to look at you and downplay your experiences and be like, I've been there too, that seems fine. But when it's like you going through the process of life and maturing, nobody want to says, I've been there too then. You know what I'm saying? That's my first thing. Second, who the fuck is who the fuck is you to put expectations on somebody else, nigga? You not God. Whether you believe in God or not, you not that guy. Like, you figuring shit out as you live too, right? And I know some people will feel hella embarrassed if you was to point out some of the things that they don't have figured out that you might have figured out, right? But in reality, everybody figuring some shit out, everybody learning some shit. I think it's better as a each one teach one kind of reality that you're living in, rather than I know but you don't, right? Kind of thing. Because everybody could point that shit out. I could point out some shit you don't know on coding. I could point out some shit you're not as skilled on as me in terms of the musical aspect, right? You might be better than me at math, even though I'm a better coder. You might be better than me at cutting hair. I don't know how to cut nobody else's hair, at least professionally. But the fact of the matter is that, like, if you want to look at other people's upcomings, or no, I'm not gonna say shortcomings, I'm gonna say upcomings, because that's thing they have to improve on. What the fuck you gotta improve on for real? And that's what I look at with parents as well. Like, my G, don't tell me that you want me to have a fucking bachelor's degree if you got a bachelor's degree but you can't do shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Because then you just want me to follow in your chain of ignorance. That's a blind lead in the blind kind of thing, right? Don't tell me because you're the minister of your church, I need to be the minister of my church. My guy, I'm not a minister. That's not what I'm here for, right? Like, shit like that, that's not how that's supposed to operate. Because that was your reality, and that's the path you walk.
Yeah.
But I ain't you.
And it just goes back to parents letting their children go, man. At a certain time, I get it, especially if they're still in your household. You still feel obligated, or you still have a say on how you want them to kind of, develop and whatnot. But, your children got their own thoughts, you know, and they may or may not differ from what your thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they start to get old enough to be with other people, they start to get in relationships and things of that nature. You know, as a parent, you really can't be in a relationship because it's like, how, this goes back to when you was young, like, would you have wanted your parents and your relationship when you was coming up, regardless of whether or not you was making a good choice or not, you know, you still wanted to learn from your choice, you still wanted to make your mistake. So the same thing with, you know, obviously you want to help your daughter if you can see she's going into a mistake, but at the same time, she's still grown and she still got to make those choices for herself. And what I always say is, if you're a good parent, you have to trust in the type of parenting that you gave her, that she will pick a worthy enough man that you don't have nothing to worry about. So parents, if you worried about what kind of daughter your man picked, you should be looking in the mirror at you and your parenting. Because it's not, at that point, it's really out your hands. Because if you really think she's going to go get a thug, you think just because you really like...
Then karma hitting. That's what you probably think.
Yeah,
you probably think
possibly. You know, you feel like, if you feel that type of, you know, pressure and you're like, oh, you want to micromanage who she talking to or what kind of man she talking to or who he is and what he's about. And that means you have some lapses when it came to your parenting, because you should be so, you know, confident in knowing like, all right, this is a stand-up guy.
Right.
Because I'm very confident that my daughter would not bring nothing home other than that.
Also, I want to touch on, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a father yet, right? So I'm saying I can't really speak much from that aspect, but I am a son and I am a man, and I can definitely speak from that aspect. If you as a man, and we know the situations, right? But I'm gonna just say this for all the brothers out there. If you as a man is gonna open your mouth and talk down on another man or say certain stuff about another man without meaning, bro, you got some shit to figure out, bro. Cause I don't think any man walking in his manhood is gonna just talk out the side of his neck about somebody he's never even shook hands with before. Never sat down and talked to before, right? Because I damn well know if the shoe was on the other foot, you would not fuck with that, bro. You would think that is very feminine, right? Then that's no shot at femininity. It has its position, but it don't have its position in a man's way of doing things. It does not, right? Not in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that turns me off from people heavily, because again it goes back to like, my boy, who is you? You know? Who are you? Mm-hmm. Like, what? Okay, you got this, but okay, all right. Like, who are you? You a person still?
Yeah, we all started from a certain point. So what if you went back to before you, quote unquote, amass whatever you think this is, whatever this degree means for you, or whatever this job or title or business means to you? Because I ain't gonna lie, this is even relative, or even relates even on a business standpoint. You know, people who may have reached certain success levels, money wise, they automatically assume that you know, they have some type of edge when it comes to either integrity, when it comes down to manhood, or just knowledge, or, you know, anything of that nature. No, my man, you understand business, or you might have that, but other than that, other aspects in life, you don't get me wrong, you still have to work on other things. The life don't revolve around business. Business is the activity of life, so obviously you want to know how to operate one in this world. But man, if business was the only thing that mattered, you know, in this world, you just be a white man, because apparently that's all that is. You know, you just a white man with a black face.
I'm gonna say it this way. You know what I'm saying? In a way that some people, I know we want to keep the conversation high level, but I'm gonna say it this way because some people may get it better this way. You can have all the money in the world, but you don't get no cheeks, nigga. Like you don't get no play. Why? Because you got all them accolades, all that bread, but you're not a likable person. You can't relate to nobody. You don't got no game, quote unquote, right? So you could take that statement and turn it into anything. You can be the most successful person financially.
Or you might get cheeks, but you're only getting cheeks based on your status.
Your status,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, you can be the most successful person financially, but you're a terrible ass person in general, right? So that's
or you got money, but you got money on the backs of others or fucking people over. So now, your morale and you as an individual, you don't even feel good about having money. So it's like at that point, that's why I always look at it like this, bro. This grind and the process of getting the money is really the most valuable portion, because this is what's gonna make me appreciate that shit when I get it. If that money just came, imagine if we came to LA and they handed us $1 million when we first got here. I mean, obviously that'd be fire, but at the same time, it's like,
how long would it last?
How long would it last?
Because you didn't do shit for it.
How long would it last? Will we appreciate the journey thus far? Because we've had a hell of a journey. We wouldn't even have this journey, the struggles, the pain, the lessons, the tolls, both of us. We wouldn't have had none of these tolls, mentally, spiritually, physically, in the real world. Just a lot of things towing on us, like weighing on us, if we didn't have to come in with some type of level of difficulty, some type of strife, some type of adversity, some type of friction. So you gotta go through this. And all the people that's elders, y'all know that, the race ain't never to the swift. So it don't matter who gets there first. I ain't looking down on nobody who got success. Because all of our time is coming. The time for our success and our money is coming as long as we stay the course.
Yeah, I ain't mad at nobody who got their back, bro. I was saying, get it how you live. Get it how you live, bro. I'm happy for you. Why? Because I see myself in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, my turn, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not mad at nobody who got
It's all based on perspective on how you look at it. Some people look at people that got money and envy them. Some people look at people that got money and actually think, oh man, I can't wait till I'm also, like that as well.
But it's kind of a proverb where I come from, right? But it's like you don't look at anybody for what they got, because you don't know what they want you to get it. That could be a good thing. It's like you don't know if they have to do fucked up shit to get it, or you don't know if they really put in that work that you haven't put in yet to get it. So don't look at nobody and look at what they got and be like, fuck.
And 9 times out of 10, you never see the grind.
Dude, ever, bro.
You don't never see the grind. You'll never see the tears. You'll never see the pain. You'll never see the nights of frustration. Failing back to back, trying to figure it out. People looking at you like you're crazy.
Young guy, just talk about you gonna achieve this.
Yeah. And then just all the different mental things that's weighing all at the same time. Right. While you still have to walk around and be a sane individual.
Yeah, look at it, bro. I'm saying, even that shit I talk about when I made that post last year about how I'm pricing shit. I'm saying, when people get to do business with me. And homie, I'm saying, no shit, that's fucking reality. We met, right? And homie was like, bro, you wildin'. But I bet you the end of this year, early next year, I won't be as wildin' as you think I am, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's because you don't see that shit. I know my capabilities. And I'm even have been lowballing myself then. Right? But I know what kind of timing I'm on. And when you see shit like that, you should be like, I think you should be like, I see how you coming. No, let's see you get to it though. You know what I'm saying? No, some you wilding type shit.
Yeah, it's just really it's destructive. Nothing about it is constructive. I'm very big on having constructive energy. So if you gonna come to me about anything, any type of critiques, please make sure you can also build them. You can break me down, but also build me back up, because that's the only way an individual will be able to take that with any type of grain of salt, or take that with any type of weight. And
it will be beneficial.
Yeah. If you just come at somebody with some straight criticism and some just whatever, you just bashing them, they gonna just reject it and nah, fuck you,
For example, when I said what I said in the chat about your poem, what did you think?
I just read it. Like, I ain't really.
Okay, well, let me read you what I said now. I think it's better that you like learn it. That way, what you're trying to get across, it hits more because you can add emotion to it. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
No, it makes
Is
perfect
that
sense.
beneficial?
For sure.
Okay, I think that's a life example. It's like I know this one brother. Like I was saying records, and I was saying even with you, he's like, bro, no one denying that you can rap, no one denying that you dope. Just work on the quality. Why? So your shit can be appreciated how you want you to appreciate it. Plain and simple. What the fuck am I gonna say to that? What am I gonna say to that? I'm gonna be like, nah. Because it's like you want the best for me. You want what I want for myself, so I'm gonna be mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to operate. So that's just me on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me sharing my view of how I want to see the world. And it's for me to act on it within myself, to be a reflection at the end, and maybe you know what I'm saying, become influential enough people can operate on that same frequency. But I don't really want to keep going on this one, but I want to jump into the other thing about not making it more difficult for us than it needs to be in terms of, relationships, whether that's be intimate, platonic, non-platonic, shit like that. Yeah?
You just go into it.
Alright. Yeah. So, says this. There was a great ass life that happened today. I missed it because I was slumped. But what it brought up for me was, the life was about really empowering black men and showing appreciation for. Shout out to Caleb for that. Even though I missed it, still appreciate the intent.
Before you do that, what do you think about the high suicide for black men? Like, obviously, I know it's a bad thing and stuff, but do you feel as if that is a good representation of
reality?
Yeah, is the correlation? Does the correlation represent?
Does it correlate to the reality of life?
Yeah, the causation. Do you feel like that's really what's going on? Are we really just mental? We dealing with a lot of mental health and a lot of
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're thrown in a society where you're being turned out of your position as a head of household, you're only appreciated by motherfuckers who want to get something off you. And I don't like to play the victim game, but it's real. Yeah, those two things. If you're essentially just seen as a buck, if you're just essentially just seen as a buck, regardless to however long it's been, then yeah, it's gonna fuck you over, bro. And we carry that shit. That shit lives with us. It ain't gone nowhere, bro. This shit we've been through generationally, it ain't gone nowhere. Niggas could try to run from that shit how they want. You can't run from it. It's you. It's there. It's you walking with it. So yeah, we dealing with shit, bro. And that jumps into what I'm about to say. It's not gonna make it any better if you know what I'm saying, some women want to try to fight us on a masculine role. Imagine, let me jump back now because I wanted to say this. I just didn't get it out. Imagine a lion starting to pride, right? And you take that lion away from his pride, after it's really prominent. You leave the lionesses there, you just take the lion, you take him away from the pride, and you throw him in the jungle, in the rainforest. You remember jungle is grasslands and stuff like that. Rainforest is where you find snakes, birds and shit like that. Yeah, you take him from
natural habitat.
Yeah, you take it from his natural habitat over on the eastern side of the world, on the African continent, and you throw him in South America and in the Amazon. You don't think he's gonna go crazy, bro? You took that man away from everything, you know what I'm saying? That he found purpose in. Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. So that's
a black man dealing with an identity crisis.
yeah. And then you being battled by it, you know what I'm saying? And definitely not all over, man. Like, shout out to all the sisters that want to be women, so, like, for real. But then you being fought, you know what I'm saying, on the front by some women who want to try to test you. Like, what the fuck is you trying to test me for? You ain't see me trying to be not me at least, not him at least, I can tell you that. You ain't see me trying to be a woman. What the fuck are you trying to be a man for? Right? So, yeah, bro, and what I really wanted to say on that is, sisters, don't make it harder than it needs to be, bro. All these childish ass games that be being played, all these trying to pick at the brain on shit is unnecessary. Like, bro, if I'm really on my shit, you need to be adding to that. I don't need you detouring me on your what's the word I'm looking for? Narcissistic type shit. Stop. I don't need you being a narcissist right now. I don't need you trying to be the center of attention. I need you to just do what you gotta do, right? Let me do what I gotta do, and let's help each other. Like, I don't need you trying to be the center of attention, because God forbid if I start doing that shit. I'm saying, God forbid if it's us as young black men start doing that shit. God forbid if we was on some, I'm gonna say this to her just on some malicious intent, knowing damn well she got more important shit to be worried about.
That shit toxic.
Like, that shit's not necessary, bro. Like, and I think that's what we gotta grow. Like you were saying, that Twitter mindset.
Yeah, a lot of girls be really thinking with that. Well, they be trending, like the trending topics really be how they think. So we be having like these different things on Twitter, different controversial topics or think pieces or whatever. And a lot of the times it be stupid as hell. You know, it be some stupid shit like, you know, if your man, what the fuck that little boy be saying, LA boy?
Oh, that weird ass nigga, bro?
Yeah, he be talking about some wild stuff.
Hold on, I'm about to go on niggas page.
But the whole point is, those little think pieces that they be putting on the posts be really how people be thinking. They really be carrying that as their mentality and their mindset. And then you start hearing girls start sounding just like these trending Twitter topics. And then as a very, very nuanced thinker, somebody that don't look at those topics on Twitter or on Instagram and say, I don't get impressed by them. They're not impressive to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't repost them. I don't be looking forward to them. Some of them be funny. I ain't gonna cap because it just be ridiculous. Some of the shit is be stupid, like ridiculously stupid. Justin, the LA boy, if you ever see this, bro, just know, I know you don't be posting that shit. Like, I know those aren't your thoughts. Cause there's no way you think like that. There's no way you think like a little girl.
Bro, if you think like that, you a weirdo, bro. I'm gonna let you know straight up. I'm saying, I don't know you, and I ain't trying to come across like I know you type shit.
But he
that's
just
the way you think.
He just repost stuff. He just be reposting content. I don't think he.
If not, if that's not you, bro, then I apologize. You know what I'm saying?
But then again, as a person that apparently you are a brand, you have to be conscious of what you.
Then again, I don't apologize. Fuck that. Yeah, go ahead.
And as a brand, you have to be conscious of what your brand represents. And just in the LA boy, your brand represents a lot of catty, you know, chatty patty, a lot of, you know, weird stuff. So, yeah, if you're a brand, it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's not your thoughts per se, just because you posting it and you endorsing it, it just makes you look weird in the light, funny in the light. So I know that a lot of people rock with your content and rock with you as an individual. Why? And you might be a cool dude, but I don't know. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt until I meet you. Just like we said, I ain't gonna speak bad on no man I ain't met.
Right.
But based on your posts, you know, I don't approve, bro. I don't like it.
Like this one shit. What if I lose interest in the middle of the wedding? And I could go on these likes and there's ton of women I know. Like, what kind of grown ass woman thinks like that?
Yeah. it's really be little like 15, 16-year-old shit, and then I be seeing older women on there talking about some ha ha hee hee. I be like, whoa, what kind of world are we living in? If this is what our grown women be thinking like, but then it's representation of divorce, it's representation of singleness, and just not a lot of grown man, grown women shit taking place in the world.
Men with money got too much rules. I'm good. So
They got too much what?
too much rules. Men with money got too much rules. I'm good.
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
So you ain't fucking with no bum and no broke nigga. But men with too much, bro, you can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. You can't. That's how I know I don't think he's the one doing it. I don't.
Yeah, he just be posting shit.
But that's weird. Like, I'm not. You never, bro.
But nah, I don't even know how we got on that. But oh yeah, we're talking about trending topics. Thinking people need to stop taking these Justin LA Boy tweets
And
Justin
living by him.
Yeah, stop making that your motto. Like
Also, some women just be posting that shit. Knowing damn well
they don't think like
they
that.
ain't take it like that, bro.
Yeah, I think sometimes people be doing that for a reaction.
You
Cause it just be some wild ass shit like.
posting some hot girl summer and
Yeah,
you got a
yeah.
boyfriend. Stop
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah, talking about some, what I seen some recently. They don't be, to me, they not that amusing. I mean, I don't be remembering them because they don't really apply to me. So I just be letting them roll off.
yeah, I be letting this right, but like every time I see some shit like that come out of my car, I'm like, man, this is weirdo stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the time you took to even write this, crop it, make it look good, and repost it.
He don't do a lot of editing, so this shit really easy.
No, not he. I'm just not him. I'm just talking in general. I'm just speaking in general. Like the time you take to construct that, think about the wording, put proper punctuation. If there's proper punctuation, right? Be like, yeah, they gonna fuck with this one. You could have put a positive message out there that's gonna help us.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this is not his agenda. He's really just here to like. He's kind of cancer in a sense.
Nah.
How?
Yeah.
He's a cancer because he's just like you ever seen like a parasite, like some shit that's just there, like sucking like the blood or the life
Right.
from like the culture,
Right.
but it's not necessarily helping the culture in
Right.
any way. I just feel like that's what he is. He's just there and he's just a part of the culture. He just became the main thing based on his reposts and stuff and like that, but he's not adding shit. He's just there. And I think that I don't know how long I don't think it's longevity in something like this.
I hope not.
But
is it kind of like a situation where these guys putting crack and guns in the neighborhood, even though they're not like there, they're putting the shit there, and then it's leaving for us to take that shit up and use it? Cause look at it, it's like you presenting the content, and
somebody out here really doing that shit.
yeah, but also people are taking it and applying it to be destructive or to come across destructive. Just like they put crack and guns in the area, you know what I'm saying, in empty trailers or whatever, how the hell they were doing it, right? They're not there, but it's like, okay, I'm going to give you the tools necessary to fuck yourself over. So, you think it's that similar road?
I can definitely see some similar parallels for sure, because it's not like he's not necessarily saying like I believe this. He's not necessarily like tying himself to anything.
Yeah.
He's leaving it so anonymous, but at the same time, it's all coming from him. And at the same time, most of the time, it be some weird, toxic, destructive.
I'm gonna look for one more, bro. I'm gonna look for one that really rubs me wrong with. Hold on.
But yeah, I can definitely see the parallel between the two. If it's definitely not nothing constructive. It's not helping nobody. Ain't nobody started no business from one of his posts. Ain't nobody got inspired to be a better man or a better woman from one of his posts. Ain't nobody found they want their husband or they twin flame or they soulmate.
Posting no fucking just saying they were shit, bro.
Yeah, ain't nobody really. It's just really there just to kind of perpetuate the same bullshit or the same toxic culture or the same, side piece, culture.
I got a bad ghosting problem. Laughing emojis. That's the part that be getting me. That it's not even the tweet itself. Sorry to cut you off. Let me let you finish.
I was pretty much finishing up, but I don't even remember what I was saying, so you can go ahead.
My apologies. Yeah, it's not even the. Look at this. Yes, right. It's not necessarily. It's not necessarily the tweet itself that gets me. It's the laughing part about it, because you're taking something as simple as that is, right? But just in general, you take shit that could be really serious, or it could be at the cover. It could be like it's something simple, but underneath it could be a lot of underlying issues with it, and you're making that shit seem comical. Like, people's emotions are disposable or something. And that's in a sense masculine, because we're not really supposed to be getting attached to shit like that, right? But for a woman to be on that kind of timing, it's like, shawty, if you can be like, oh well, and detached from shit, then why the fuck would I want to build with you?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I gotta be detached in a sense so I can be focused, right? Like, I mean, there's no excuse, cause effort is necessary, but how you gonna? And this is uncensored. I mean, I'm a very well have a better way of saying this. That's the way, but thing about doing this. Like, I can structure things a better way, but it's better when it's raw. Cause who feels it, right? But how you gonna be detached and I'm detached? Then why the fuck we doing anything to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Why are we doing anything to begin with? Or how am I gonna be what's the word? How am I gonna be on the tip of I can't even remember what the fuck exactly I want to say. I don't have the words for it right now though. So yeah, go. I don't have the words for it right now.
I was gonna say, man, this is a reminiscence of when Steve Harvey dropped that dumb book. Act like a woman, think like a man. That's when women start getting fucked up in their head. My mom had that book. It's stupid.
And the movies was going hard too.
Yeah,
the movies was really funding.
Yeah, like that's when people started to really forget. Like a lot of women started to really get a lot more masculine because they trying to think like a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's similar to what this LA boy, Justin LA boy shit is a lot of women are out they fucking place and they out they fucking mind because they thinking that, oh, I'm just thinking like a man, or this is how men think.
And this is the sad part. The sad part is niggas be going for that shit. He's like, yeah, sis, you know what I'm saying? Women empowerment. Mm-hmm. You a bitch. Like, I'm gonna say that straight up. Like, he may very well agree, but that was where we, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say some shit that he wouldn't. He gonna say some shit that I wouldn't. You a bitch, bro, if you allow any woman to be on that type timing and you just allow it to slide. Because they're not going to, at the end of the day, you're not going to get no respect off that shit, bro. And this is not just I'm speaking in general. You're not going to get no respect off of that, bro. Because at the end of the day, she's not going to settle down with you because you don't got no backbone. So how the fuck she going to trust you to check her on some shit, right? And sometimes, even that was, so sometimes y'all need to check your fucking selves, bro. Right? Niggas don't got time every time to be checking y'all on something. You are grown out something and check yourself, right? Just like we gotta check ourselves if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, so masculine, have some fucking accountability, right? And that goes for everybody, but primarily with women right now, right? And I'm gonna say this too, with that whole manosphere shit, I think some niggas be using that shit as an excuse to let up their disdain towards women. I got no disdain towards women. I love my sisters. Like, I'll ride and do everything for y'all. But y'all gotta be willing to sit in your position to let me do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to sit in your position not to do that shit. Ain't nobody want to be out here like fighting for you if you fight me too, bro. Like, how the fuck I be fighting for you and you fight me too?
Yeah, I mean, that's literally the epitome of fighting all day in this world, coming home.
You gotta fight again, bro. Like,
round two with your woman.
who said that?
Brother Nuri, yeah, Brother Nuri had a quote like that saying, "Ain't nothing worse than a black man having to go, round one or fight with this world all day, and come home and fight with his woman, round two with his woman. Ain't nothing worse than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think as I get older, I can definitely resonate more with that and see. Okay, I can see what you mean, because life is definitely real. You know what I'm saying? We go through so much, overt, covert racism, systematic racism, certain, just the way that status is, just certain things. Racism is on so many different levels, like just even how racism is simple as you go anywhere downtown and there's all these nice buildings and none of them are owned by black people, but we don't bat an eye.
I wanna. You got me inspired to do no more content on this tape. I'm gonna make this video tomorrow probably. Isn't it funny? Now I want to see what you think about this. You could even put this in. I'm just gonna go in the video. Isn't it funny that a white person could go through this life focusing on other crackers? A Latino person could go through this life being pro-Latino. Asian person could go through this life being pro-Asian. Middle Eastern person could go through this life being pro-Middle Eastern, and so on and so forth. And they can maneuver this society fine, but the moment a person like me comes along and be pro-black, it's hard.
That's a good point. I was thinking about that today actually.
Ain't that crazy, bro?
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today. I was just like, it's funny how white people clearly fuck with white people.
Mm-hmm.
Asians clearly fuck with Asians. Latinos clearly fuck with Latinos, or Latino, whatever you want to call them, and so on and so forth. But the minute I say, I remember I posted something the other day on my story, and no disrespect, I'm gonna say your name. There's a 19 Keys said something like, he said like black people are the best thing to happen to America.
Mm-hmm.
And I proposed it on my story.
That's right.
Johnny, one people that I work with, he was like, and Latinos too. I'm like, hold on, bro. I didn't even respond to him. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, we ain't talking about you.
Yeah, bro. And that's the thing, bro. This whole, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I got a couple Latino dudes, you know what I'm saying? They fuck with me, really appreciate you, Drew, you know what I'm saying? And Mo, right? For the opportunities and shit. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all. But even, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna shout out to Mo. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, bro, but I'm gonna shout out to Mo, bro. I keep it a bean 1000, which is not gonna change me. I don't give a who the fuck you are, right? And he's like, nah, I feel you, right? Because, bro, if you open your mouth and say some brown pride shit, bro, go ahead, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna be like, and black people too. like what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go have your thing, bro. Like if you gonna say Mexico make the best fucking spike or rice and spinach, rice, whatever, I'm like, go ahead, bro. That's your thing.
I'm enjoying them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna let you have that, but I don't get why when it comes to when we say something about black people being the best thing that happened to America, because don't get me wrong, when we say that, we're not saying that outside of our tongue.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. When we talk about who built the country, and they brought us here for a reason. They wasn't doing shit. They couldn't do shit with this, and they brought us around here, and we created this whole thing. And we don't get no type of credit, equity. You know what I'm saying? We get the shortest month of the year to celebrate our greatness. When we probably patent half the fucking inventions in the world, but then they came back and put a white face, over it. So
it's more than half.
Okay, yeah. I'm probably
generous, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You're generous. It's a fact.
Yeah, like we find out every day that a black woman created this or a black man actually created this. Mm-hmm. They're like, damn, so we done created everything then, huh?
Damn there, bro. And look, like we have our differences ideology-wise, But at the end of the day, we know where we meet, and that's on the black, just black is supreme, and that's it, right? And nigga, you was here first, bro. Like, just plain and simple. Regardless, you want to say if everybody else came from us or y'all some genetic kid, whatever it is, bro. We was here first, bro. We was here first. We gonna always, like, even with my thing, like, shit don't run without us. You know what I'm saying? Whether that could be a positive or negative thing, cause shit, what if we were to disappear and this whole shit just end? You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of our problems. But at the same time, this shit don't run without us, bro. And that's what I was having when I was even there. You know what I'm saying? So you want to speak on it? Yeah, I've had that experience with dude too, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you know how I get down. He be like, you know how we, black and brown people, we know we together. No, we not. No, we not. No, we not. I got pressed by a Mexican a couple months ago. And granted, like, I know a Mexican to that I fuck with, right? Right? But I got, I've been pressed by one of them motherfuckers. And I'm sure it's just off the fact that I'm a black dude who don't look like he a pushover. Like, real rap. So don't tell me shit. Bro, there are gangs in LA where they press nigga killer. These are Latino gangs that press nigga killer. Don't tell me shit about no black and brown unity, bro. Because at the end of the day, I don't know which one of the ancestors said this. I think it was Dr. John Henry Clark, right? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but black people don't got no allies. We don't, bro. You might have an Asian dude that you fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Just off the fact like, oh yeah, he got a little skill, I can tap in with dude, you know what I'm saying? Right? So on and so forth, right? But in the grand scheme of things, bro, I don't know if this is a message you want on here.
I mean, sure, man.
Yeah. Don't got no allies, bro. But that's what we need to see. We need to deal with people accordingly.
I would say when it comes down to it, I just don't let people like to do the whole, all lives matter, mentality or all lives matter conversation when I'm breaking up something that's specific to black people, right, or just something that I'm trying to help out, that I want to address just singly my point. You don't have to bring in, and Mexicans, or, and...
You can go on your platform and say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, as a Mexican dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of who I am. Bro, I'm not coming over there on your shit talking no bull, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you'll be down, look, even this, you know what I'm saying? I let it send me someone with Stop Asian hate shit, you know what I'm saying? Know how I get down. And, like, bro, I'm not finna go over on their platform like, black people too. Like, bro, nah, bro. And the fact of the matter is, it's not even measurable, bro. Everybody else had a choice to come here. You know what I'm saying? And me even being a brother that's not from the United States, right? Niggas had a choice to come here, bro. Like, directly his ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Or ancestors in general. But he didn't have a choice to hop on a plane and come here, bro. Didn't have a choice. Niggas say, hey, I wanna grow up in Atlanta, Georgia, no cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't had that choice, bro. So people gotta cut the bullshit. I didn't have a choice to say I wanted to be from the Virgin Islands.
Point blank period. If your ancestors then spent 400 plus years impressed, tongues cut off, genitals cut off, sodomized, a lot of rape culture, whether it was the white slaves having sex with the black male slaves to make all his offspring docile and weak, just to create that inferiority complex within his whole...
White slave masters.
Yeah, what I said?
You said white slaves.
Okay, yeah, white slave masters doing that to the white, to the black slaves, trying to create this inferiority complex within his whole generation and seeds. Like, if y'all can't say y'all experienced those things,
Don't open your mouth about us, bro.
Yeah, it's really hard for you to say anything negative or you to try to add their 2 cents, like, and we did.
Yeah, cause I don't have conversations with folks they want to bring up. My people are Aztecs and Mayans, and man, don't shut you.
Yeah, and even that,
Everybody want to find a way to be victims.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be a victim.
But everybody want to have that card to pull.
Yeah, everybody want to be like, but this happened to me. Everybody want to be like, you know what I'm saying? You know when you have conversations with people and they want to hit you with that is a long ass video, but you know what I'm saying? We talking real shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to, there's going to be a lot for you to chop. But everybody want to have that conversation of, I mean, everybody is slave. Everybody at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Or everybody got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own thing going on. Everybody be killing everybody.
But it's the history of y'all killing people, taking land, colonizing, you know, divide and conquer.
And it's not even the history, it's the reality, because it ain't stopped. You know what I'm saying? Even when you want to talk about the plight of African people worldwide, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. It looks different, but it hasn't stopped, bro. Bro, you put me in, you know what I'm saying? He intelligent as hell. Put him in a room with a dude with equal qualifications. Bro, they're going to look left before they look right, man. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't stopped. You put my lady in a room with somebody who got less qualifications, they going to look left before they look right, bro. And they're going to try to justify it. And if you're a black person who looking and justify them justifying it, you sad. And you need to look in the mirror. And I'm not going to look at you and because everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is super pro-black and conscious, but everybody got their own learning stage. I'm not looking on nobody. But if you're aware of it and you're making a conscious decision to ignore it, knowing damn well you know what it's on, you a sad person.
And the only thing you're doing ultimately is if you, because ignorance is bliss, but if you know better and you don't do better, then you deserve whatever like chastisement or whatever consequences come from you willingly being ignorant, willful ignorance. Because then like we always hear about circumstances where, you know, you get with a white woman and then things don't work out the way it's supposed to because a lot of times they don't, you know, and she takes all your damn money and now you looking like, you know, boo-boo the fool, you looking stupid, you looking crazy. Or worse, you know, goddamn, you with a white woman and now something happened, she accused you of raping her. She said she never agreed to being with you, or she never consented to sex.
Mm-hmm.
And now you in jail for 30, 40 years, caught in the case, all because it's your word against hers, you know? And then we done seen so many cases like that, from Emmett Till to so many more, you know? So we just have to take a good look of history, because that's really what's gonna teach you the most about what we dealing with. Because people really, like I think you said this, but it's true. People really don't change. People really don't change, you know. They are who they are, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very hard for an individual to change something that is so ingrained and embedded. And even if you want to act like, oh, but that's with my ancestors, you know, I'm not necessarily like that. Well, you benefit from this economy and this system that was created by them. So either way, you still are.
Yeah, this is what it is. And
a problem.
And let me put your ass in a certain position, and let's see how much not like your ancestors you are. Right? Let me put you. Let me put you in my reality. Let me put you through what we go through, and let's see how much you're not like your ancestors. Don't face what we face on an everyday basis worldwide. Now, I'm not just gonna talk about the United States, the Caribbean. I'm gonna talk about places even where I don't have experiences, cause I'm black everywhere I go. Right? Face that, and then we can talk about something. But the reality of it is, you can't survive it. You can't survive it. You're not built for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you do the things you do, cause you can't face the other end of that stick, bro. And that's just the real. And I think when people become accepting of that, and just be like, I am who I am, bro. Right? And everybody just like, okay, right? No, I'm gonna move accordingly, knowing that you acknowledge that. Then things can be a little different. And I'm not saying shit's gonna change, but maybe then people could do what's in the best effort of their people, right? I ain't gonna blame a cracker for being racist, bro. Do you? What I'm gonna do is blame myself for knowing that and not acting accordingly. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know somebody grimy, bro. You know somebody grimy, but you choosing to act like they was grimy to everybody else, but they gonna be grimy to me though. You know what I'm saying? And then you do some grimy shit to you, and then you wanna cry about it. Like, no, bro, you saw the evidence. You saw he was grimy. Now, if you gonna be around, dude, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you got your head on the swivel.
A snake is a snake.
A snake is a snake, bro.
I don't care, you're a rattlesnake,
Or cobra.
whatever. Snake is a
A
snake.
snake is a snake. And treat a snake like a snake. You know when a snake gets cold, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna move a certain way. You know when the snake gets hungry, it's gonna move a certain way.
Yeah.
Right? What is snake? There's a story about a snake. I don't know what it is. You ever heard a story about a snake?
You talking about the Muhammad Ali one?
What was it?
I think the one where he was talking about a different type of snake, but regardless, it's still a snake.
No, I think it was like there was a snake was like dying or something like that. I'm making my own interpretation, but like this, the concept is the same. It's like you feed a snake, like a snake is about to die, right? But you see the snake is about to die. He's like, damn, I don't want the snake to die. And you start feeding it and shit until it gets back to good health. And then when the snake gets back to good health, he was like, all right, my boy, you could go on where you're going. The snake bites you.
Yeah. That's literally the definition. That's literally what a representation of our relationship with white people. In essence.
Basically.
We aid them. We try to, fight for them. We try to, have so much faith in them, and then they fight us. And be like, but it's not all white people, So okay, that's all I got.
Yeah, man, let's stick on and on, man. Even this certain part of this video, you don't even gotta keep, bro. Let's get to the root points. I'm gonna make that video though.
So what?
Yeah, about cause I thought about it today, bro. Today I thought about it. I was like, bro, well, how is it so? Why is it so weird that it's so weird that?
You got anything else you want to say? You got anything else you want to add?
No.
All right, you guys. That is the end of our many topics that we just covered in under an hour.
More music coming soon. Stick around. More on the way.
More content coming soon. More collabs coming soon. More lives coming soon.
Yeah, and all lives is about to. We almost been here a year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's been fucking with us, we appreciate you. We should have been doing more shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But life been hitting, right? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you're never gonna get from this side is some cap, some social media cap. You know what I'm saying? Like everything been. You know what I'm saying? We've been through it, bro. We've been through it, huh? We've been through a lot. This going on this year, bro.
Yeah, man. A lot of ups and downs. It's like a movie, man. But that's what life is supposed to be about.
We ball.
Yep. Y'all be easy though. See you on my next one. Peace.